Getting into the sun now.
It needs to be more stable. Because coming off there and just wanting to hold all the speed, I need something to kind of lean up into right here. So this is perfect that this berm and this branch and everything are just forming right here. That's what happens when you build your stuff into the shape of the terrain instead of trying to just kind of clear it all out and make whatever. You eyeball the shape first and fit your stuff in where it fits with the shape. That's the whole thing that speeds it along and makes it all possible to just pull together these trails by yourself. I mean, it looks like a full work party got out here today, but I just got up early, ate those Wheaties, and got out here. Just determined to have this ready. I didn't like thinking about branches and stuff laying all over it because then as the rain continues into the rest of winter and into early spring, all those branches sitting out here just getting hammered down into the trail, and then moss growing on the branches and debris getting stuck on them and making lumps. And eventually, by springtime, it will all be just lumpy, messy out here. So getting in here and doing a little mid or late winter maintenance definitely is gonna improve the whole ride all the way through the year for me. Get these main lines cleared out and get them hammered in, all cleared out, so then when there are more windstorms and rainstorms and all that stuff, it's going to bring more branches down. The trail's going to be slick and hard pack, and I'll be able to just come along easy, just brushing the rake down the trail, grabbing the whole big pile of the loose branches as I'm going down. And so that's exactly why getting in here and getting this all groomed up now so it can be a hard pack, that's exactly why that's going to be crucial for having it flow during the summer. And my plan is to not have to do too much in here work-wise after summertime starts and starts getting loose and dusty and stuff doesn't pack down. And plus, I mean, during summertime, I'm trying to ride every day and dig as little as possible. That's the whole point of doing all this in the wintertime.
Just make summer maximum ride time.
I got kind of caught up just working and walking here, working and walking and talking. But this is just about done in here. Check it out again, because I followed the shape that was already here. I already have berms where I need them. You see that? All the way down, there's berms where I need, because I cut the original line to follow what was already here. And so as I go down, it's just enhancing everything. And the dirt just falls into that shape and just builds up everything. So all these berms get taller every time I pass the rake over. Get more hard packed, more defined. And then when you follow the shape like that, the erosion is actually working for you. Cutting your berms and your hills sharper and steeper. Landings, all that stuff. Somehow, bit by bit, they get taller, steeper, sharper, and then that all translates into speed. And then at the same time, everything's getting packed down So that's how you make your trail fit in with the setting, with the landscape, with the environment, with the seasons, with the terrain, whatever, all that stuff. And that's how you make it last too. Trails cut into the shape like that. I think I'm just about ready to do a full walkthrough here. Kind of just start back up where I already left off when I was yakking. So again, here we go. Nice and clear and wide and flowy, smooth. Bombing off the spicy mid-kicker here. And do a decent landing. Not too bad. I'd like it if it was a little steeper, but it leaves some room to kind of come up short or go long on it. And it can be a work in progress. Build it up if I need to. Want to see where's the sweet spot to fit on it. And there's some kind of little split options here, a little mini berm on the back side. Or maybe if I happen to be over here more, I can also get in here. Either way, it's easy to line up. And then boom, this sweet transfer gap. Definitely got it a little bit taller. It's got a great shape still. I'm glad it's not looking like too steep and curved. Because I definitely want the distance to get over this little gap here. I sunk my front tire right into that log. So it'll have good height and good distance. Off through here. Guess I'll head down this way. Oh, and I still need to clear off this little speed berm in here. I call this one Blade Runner because you have to stay on the knife's edge. You really have to just tap the brakes just a tiny bit to kind of hook the berm at the top when you're coming in that way. And then you can just barely ride the edge all the way up. And it breaks off and goes to the right just a little bit before the jump. So you kind of exit the berm just before the jump and hit the jump kind of like more at a right angle, a right-hand turn like that. But yeah, I gotta still clear off that one because that's a full speed. And one little branch in there throws it off sometimes and makes a little slip right on that spot where you gotta hook on. So I'll have to clear that. But tons of progress in here. There's Flying Monkey all cleared up. Landing's all fixed up.
Badass split line right here.
Flying Monkey. Tree Dropper. All groomed up down in that way. Really nice burners in there. Little hopper here. You hit it that way. You hit the tree drop that way. It's more of just like a little pop. Drop down in here. Right out that way. Got this nice landing all groomed up here.
Pretty good bermage.
Going off that double down there. I'll head down there in a second, but to complete the Flying Monkey here, because this berm is just too rad around this huge tree. This was so rough and sloppy, and I'd always just be diving the front tire coming through here. It was so powdery, deep and fluffy in here, but now it's turning into a hard packed berm. And you kind of do like a little opposite turn coming in, turn out the other way just a little bit so then you can come in on this part. What I like to do, just kind of turn it out wide a little bit and come in on this part real hard. Slam into that. And then that drops you in real good. lined up, no need for brakes, any readjustment. And it sends real good off this. I built this up a little bit more, covered up that roof better. So it's going to give you more kick than it already does. It's a nice one. It connects in. And those two lines really just wind their way together going through. High speed wave coming off this side, and then the other waves that pop off that roof, drop on that curved landing in there, and then catch this the same, but more off of that more kind of like pop side right there, which actually give it a little brush. Couple of brush strokes there. Finish that little scene.
This end run here is what ties it all together. Otherwise, everything would have nowhere to go.
It all kind of either funnels down to the big kicker at the octo tree, or it has to come down into here. And then for a while, I was always just ending with this slide out, locking the brakes and sliding after the jumps, and it's like, well, that kind of kills it because you just have to worry about locking the brakes as soon as you land. So once I opened this up, got the speed alley going in here, that's when it just really finished it off good. And all this stuff was just sitting in here. All this stuff was just sitting in here waiting. This little log here is easy to cut a little way through, and it turned into a little mini double. This was a little challenging. I had to build it up pretty good in here. Raise the whole trail up. But then it met into this really nice lump that was here that just turned into this awesome finish. I just fixed this up today. The lip was all frozen and crusty, smashed out, so got it looking dreamy now, as the pill says. Ready for shreddy, as Sam Pilgrim says. One of the best phrases out there. Nice full speed rip to the finish. Fluffed up this berm real good. This little branch hooked in here just kind of holds the trail just right to give a little bit of a lift. Hop right into here. It's just enough that you can just really...
Slide it into here.
If it's slick like it is now, I'll probably end up doing almost a 180. I groomed up all my lines except for this one over here. That stuff that comes from up top can cross jump, flying monkey, and hook into this one too. And then this became the other finish area. The other plan, the big kicker at the end.
Really want that full-size jump.
To land at that flat spot by the tree. Well, sort of flat. But yeah. Really want to make this one happen. After I'm at a point where I have other things good, and I have some time to put into this, I might figure out how to make this one bigger. Coming back around the tree the other way. Coming off the jump the other way. It works pretty good. It's a fun little hop. It just gets to there. But maybe if I could build up something really big on the other side, do something more like into here. I was looking at that little lump. It's pretty far for being a landing where it is. So it will take a lot of reshaping to turn this into like a big gap that's actually doable. But it's a fun little way. I mean, you jump up, you just go up a tiny bit, turn around, and then you can jump right back down.
Just return to sender.
Just worried that when I chop into it, I'm gonna lose that shape that I've gotten so used to. And it's so dependable and consistent. But it seems like it's hard enough now that if I'm careful, I don't cut into the old stuff under there. That's pretty good. Actually, just kind of top it off a little bit.
Just put that little white crest on the wave there. Whoosh, got it.
Nice. I'm gonna walk away from that because always what happens with this one is I start to try to kind of chip into it a little bit, just thinking that I'm gonna just fix the lip like that. And then I don't walk away from it. And then I start seeing lumps popping up. And then it makes me want to kind of start picking at those, digging at those. But that rock right there, that's one of the examples. If I pull that, it's going to wreck the whole entire lip. And I'm going to be out here working on this for like an hour, just trying to get it to go back to what it was. This one, it's so steep, and it's fitting in so perfectly with everything that's already in there. If I disturb it at all, this turns into such an ongoing project. I've already been through this multiple times, so that's why with this one, it's just like, I shouldn't even walk towards it. If I go off of it with the bike and it feels good, I should just leave it until it doesn't feel right. Like if it ever kicks me sideways or nose dives or something, then that's when I should work on it, but I already know. I need to walk away right now. And I'm seeing like this weird shiny part in the middle. And then if that starts looking like a lump, it's gonna kind of make me start picking at it. No, there it goes. There it goes, that lip's gonna fall apart.
I trapped. That's the vortex right there.
I just put one rake tooth in the wrong spot on that one. Doesn't matter how long it's been sitting out here, or how perfect it is. It will put a hole in just the right place. It will mess up the whole face.
Got a little shine to it. Just glistening out here.